Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the actual part 14 of the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Let's Play. I know I messed up last time. Well, more or less, I brain farted.
Is there something I can
So this part, we're gonna take care of two boss battles and put an end to the Dark story. Probably still one of the most evil that Eggman's ever been. This would probably be the... Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say this is probably like the last and only time that Eggman ever tried to actually kill Sonic, but
Let's take
no,
care
I'm
of
wrong.
business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
I have no idea why Sonic does exactly what he does. I don't know why he just doesn't walk up, set it in the center, and back away without stepping into the center.
Back off.
You've turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Look, before stepping on there, he could have just set it down.
Whoa. You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy.
Tails is dumbfounded.
Now, for a little space ride. Capsule clears the colony back.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I still think that in a few minutes from now, Amy would go ballistic on Eggman.
Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you give me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic asked me for the first time to do something for him. I
I
won't let him down. I
won't give up. Alright, and now for... I would almost say this is the hardest boss fight of the game.
Sonic, I'll never forgive you for this.
It's probably a little easier with Eggman, now that I think about it, because of his armor. If you heard a door close, yeah, that was just my roommate closing my door. Oh, I didn't even realize that I'd survived by a literal sliver. And we'll just have an extra punch in there for good measure. Wow. A literal sliver. I don't think I've ever had that before in anything involving the mechs.
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
How's he regular? He's technically anthropomorphic. What if you saw a real hedgehog?
I don't think so. So that was your plan from the very beginning. Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
So when did he do research on Rouge? And he makes it sound like he's heard of her before.
Say that's an invasion of privacy.
I can say the same thing about you.
Looks like things aren't quite going your way. But since my job is done, I thought it was time to take what's mine and get out of this place.
You are one pathetic creature.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Life Form. But if this picture is of the real ultimate life form named Shadow, then
How did they get that picture?
who or what is standing in front of me?
Also, like many before me have pointed out, how do you get a giant lizard as a prototype and then a hedgehog? We know why Shadow's designed the way he is, but how do you go from the idea, hey, let's make a giant lizard? Let's use the design based around this well, it looks like a hedgehog on these manuscripts or on these ancient walls.
It's still me, Shadow, and I will fulfill my promise to Maria.
Yeah,
It's the only thing.
these ancient scripts are like a prophecy where a hedgehog will fight perfect chaos. Now here we are in Final Chase. Between Final Rush and Final Chase, I don't know which I like more. I think maybe Final Rush because I feel like you can do more shortcuts. Damn, missed. Whoa, okay. And like in the previous part, this is post-commentary, and the next part is as well. Random tiger. Also, these animals are here. How long have they been here for, and what have they been living off of? Because remember, until this game, no one had been on the space colony arc for 50 years. Just go down here. It's always the middle one. There was this one time when I was playing the stage, and because you have the camera in front of Shadow, when I went off the dash pads, it look a gorilla. No, that's a penguin. Sorry. Anyway, and I went off the dash pads rather than go onto the rail. I literally went and was forced off. So, you just fell to my death. Okay, we're heading to Shadow's final upgrade and the last upgrade in the game, because we got everything else. His Mystic Melody. So now everyone is properly equipped to do everything else in the game. Ugh. I don't know, Final Chase, now that I'm watching this, will help play it. This stage seems kind of slow. Like, in comparison to Final Rush. Oh boy. The one time I tried to do rail hopping the right way, and the gap is too large. I could do that spin dash from there to get a good jump. Oh well, maybe next time. Why didn't I spin dash right there? Also, I like how he's pretty much just flapping his arms there at around the end of the wall. So over here's a phoenix. I don't get it, but just up there's a phoenix. In case any of you are interested. much it'll take this rail because of the trail of rings that are leading to it. And yeah, we're almost at the end here. I'm sorry, there's not much I can really tell you about this stage. It's Shadow's last stage. It looks like a very slow stage now that I'm watching rather than playing. The track doesn't bother me. I like it for what it is. Final Rush is better in terms of the track. And when I was younger, I would actually intentionally make myself fall down the whole way rather than landing on these things. Cylinders. What was that? Just like his jump just kind of stopped.
Here we go. I guess I'm not at full power here.
Unfortunately, I will take that E rank, though I was half expecting a D. Maybe I clearly didn't defeat enough enemies. So if you play the Dark Side story first, this cutscene makes no sense.
You never cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
See?
So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Actually, Sonic's running animation there kind of makes me think of his initial running animation in Sonic Rush Adventure or Sonic
All right, Shadow.
Colors on the DS.
Finish this. I'll use your chaos control.
We're gonna have an easier time dealing with Sonic than we did when we did this with Shadow.
I'll use your chaos control.
So each hit there so far has looked like I was just kind of cheesy no more. It was an unintentional hit. Oh, we missed. Oh well. Sonic, you're already supposed to be dead. I don't know why that is. We still got him, but he won't. If that animation, your character veers out of the way if you're doing a spin dash. Also, Shadow decided that he was tired of this fight and jumped off. Only to be dragged back just so he could do the victory pose.
This completes my plan to take over the world. Now begins the glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
But Eggman, what was your second plan had, let's say, the world not surrendered to you? Anyway, so that was the dark side, the dark story. Which story I think is better? Doesn't matter. This story, unfortunately, hasn't aged well. It has its screw-ups, but I still like the game. It's still one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. Now, unfortunately, after this game, then they would, for a time, ruin Shadow's character, and then they fix it up, and then he'd hang out in essentially limbo and only being playable in spin-off games until Sonic Forces. Where he once again took the role of a Sonic clone. If I have to go by levels, then the hero story is better because there isn't really that many bad levels in the hero story. Like, unfortunately, most of the bad stages in the Dark Story are all Rouge's stages, except for Dry Lagoon. Because Rouge's stages all seem to come with a really dumb gimmick. You got Egg Quarters that has that egg beetle thing. You got Security Hall, which has 5 minutes, even though the clocks are set to 15 on the bombs. And then you have Mad Space, which has the hint boxes being all messed up. So. Shadow stages, I think, are average. Radical Highway's great, and White Jungle's my favorite stage in the game. But Skyrail, beyond its music, is hit and miss, and Final Chase, as I've just saw in my own recording, is kind of sluggish. All the Eggman stages are good. I like them all. So yeah, with that, that's the end of this story. We only have one story left and 2 more parts. Again, I hope you all like what you've seen. If you have any constructive criticism, please leave it down in the comments. Anything you like about the game, again. We now can select scenes from the Dark Story. We can now select Time Attack boss stages in the Dark Story. New 2P battle stages, level 4, have been unlocked.
The ultimate life form.
And with that will be the end of the real part 14. So,
Professor Gerald.
I hope, and I'll see you all next time. Hope you all tune in,
Adventure 2. Last
enjoy, and
episode.
take care.
Wishes
Bye.
are eternal.